Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, That One Camera Guy. Do we still need professional photographers? Well, Vogue's latest article doesn't think so. Let's do this. You know, I really looked at this article that kind of first surfaced up on petapixel.com. You know, I realized that this article from Vogue was never really meant to blow up at all. It was really just 10 fun ideas for upcoming brides to consider for a non-traditional wedding. It was titled the 10 Wedding Rules to Break. You should really take some time to take a look at that and get an idea what they were really talking about. In that article, it just so happened that one of the 10 ideas just happened to state that you really don't need a professional photographer. You could suggest the idea of having your guests use disposable cameras during the ceremony or during the wedding. So really, Vogue isn't making a statement that you don't need professional photographers at all. It really isn't that. So with that out of the way, I think we still have a really fun topic to analyze that's actually really relevant today. And so here are 5 of my thoughts on the whole professional photographer debacle. Let's jump into it. Number 1, it is the role of the photographer to present to the consumer the value of their work. You know, as a professional, you really have to let the consumer know the difference that your work produces. Number 2, they may not have the money. They just might not have it. Some individuals and brides and grooms, they just might not have the budget for a photographer. They may only have a small budget for the wedding, and just so happens that they budget a tiny percent of the media, which is the photographer and videographer, for the wedding. Number 3, most people are satisfied now with the photos that are coming out of their cell phones. They just are. Cell phones are getting better at taking images, and they're just going to get better. They just are. Now, one other thing I noticed was Apple stated that they hired 800 people to work on just the iPhone camera. That is 800 people. Think about that number. Number 4, it really isn't about the photo anymore. Let me know in the comments below if this is kind of the vibe you're getting, but it's becoming more about the interaction that the photos are creating on social media, on Instagram or whatever social media outlet, Twitter, that they're creating. Number 5, and finally, brides are getting more options than ever when it comes to photographers. You know, as photographers like us, we have more options today than ever for equipment and gear. But at the same time, it's getting better for these brides who have options like Craigslist, Uncle Bob, the coworker, the lowballer, and even the high school kid with the camera trying to hustle it. You can't blame them. It's really up to the photographer to really show the consumer why it is important for them to go with them for their photography. I will say that professional photographers have their clout when it comes to experience and consistency and handling very difficult and challenging situations. You're not going to see sports photos with a cell phone camera. You're not going to see very good low light performance with a phone camera anytime soon. So there's still a place for professional photographers to exist. But do realize that there is more challenge and more competition now than ever. Folks, I don't know everything. I might have missed something. Let me know what your thoughts are about any of these topics down below. I would love to hear them. I'm your host, That One Camera Guy, and I will catch you on the next video. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you do enjoy the videos I am producing on my channel, consider subscribing. And finally, if you missed my last vlog, go ahead and either click on the annotation that's next to me somewhere or even the little eye icon up there above my head. And with that said, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.